This is your daily Solana debrief. It's the 12th of July. Quickly having a look at the markets. We're down a little bit with BTC, ETH, and Sol's down even more. USDC was coming to the markets and it's coming in quite strongly, but it hasn't brought up the price of Sol yet. So hopefully that comes soon. Now let's move on to some actual Bitcoin news. So Genesis Trading, they filed for bankruptcy in the previous cycle due to the collapses of FTX, Three Arrows Capital, and maybe they're connected with BlockFi as well. Either way, they have a lot of Bitcoin and they've started to sell it now. They have to repay, or try to repay at least partially, 100,000 customers. So we now have more sell pressure on BTC. Now Marty Party says that in Coinbase Premium, we've got this indicator showing that a bottom is in. However, unfortunately, because of the fact of, there's more and more people starting to sell now, I think we're going to be in this crab market a little bit longer. Dr. Profit has this though, and the most bullish news right now, overshadowed by a flood of fear and negativity, are the newly issued FTX bankruptcy documents. And this is really brilliant because I hadn't actually got all this information before. So I know that FTX, went bankrupt. That's fine. I had money in FTX and now some of that's going to start to come back. The good thing is there's $16 billion worth of crypto that's going to come back to people. So if people have one Bitcoin, they're not going to get one Bitcoin back, but they're going to get a decent portion. I don't know what it's going to actually work out to because they're being paid out in USD. Either way, a lot of this is actually going to flow back into the markets, like from myself and trading firms and crypto companies, because, we know that this is a cycle. So this is really, really cool. And the reason why we get a little bit scared or why we're maybe looking a little bit wrong is there's $3 billion that the Germans are willing to sell. But then there's $16 billion potentially that's going to be coming, and then it's going to be pumped back into the market. So long term, like end of the year, because this starts, I think, October. I think this is going to be great. I don't know where it says October, but I believe kind of October we start to get paid back. Some people have been paid back already via other companies. I don't quite know how that works. On to some actual Solana news. So Jupiter, every week, they experiment just trying to make things better and better. The meta, the narrative always changes, of course. Launchpads, really in last cycle. Still, valuable this cycle, but meme coins have kind of taken over. So we have a few new features coming out. Minimum out is a new way to swap at launch. So in the past, you'd receive a quote with a price, but that quote might change due to volatility. Now you'll tell Jupiter what is the lowest price you're willing to accept. This is for like a newly launched token. We'll swap for you at the same rate or better. Then there's the Alpha Vault, which we already know about, but this is now going to be on the LFG page itself. So one less barrier to entry. Also dynamic airdrops. So with Drift and Zeta Markets, they had a system so you could claim immediately and then you'd lose other tokens, or you could wait a few days, few hours, whatever, and then you can claim the remaining later. I also know that Sanctum had some plans here. I'm unsure exactly what they actually decided though. So there's airdrop vesting and plenty more things just coming. So they keep on shipping. If you didn't get involved in Sanctum, make sure you get involved in Season 2 because of their close proximity to the Jupiter team and the fact that they are just shipping both the teams. I do think they'll absolutely take over when it comes to LSTs. I love JitoSol, love it a bit, but Sanctum's also going to do very, very well. Also, as I reported on yesterday, the Jupiter Exchange, the Perps DEX, they have reduced their fees, so people are starting to think this is a more affordable option as well. Now some Bonk news. So the Dog and Manta network. Basically, there's 1 million Manta in rewards over the next month with various Bonk community activities. The takeaway here is I've been telling everyone to go and stake some Bonk. Stake some Bonk. Yes, you get Bonk rewards, but Bonk is trying to, reach out and basically become the #1 meme or community token. In order to do this, it needs to be on all sorts of different blockchains or connected to other blockchains. Obviously, Solana is the home, but any partnership where you can get more rewards for having Bonk is brilliant. So I don't know what the opportunity to earn these Manta rewards is at the moment, but as soon as I do, I'll let everybody know. The one thing here is you can use an active or create a new Manta Pacific wallet address, an address that has either ETH or Manta, and claim Manta rewards here. Rewards distribution details are coming soon. So when I get more information, I'll show you how to create this address. Remember with the Bonk DAO, the quorum has been reached now, which is good. And withdrawal prior to the ending of the vote period will also withdraw your vote. So keep your vote in there. Once the voting ends, there's a 1-day cooldown and then you can withdraw, claim, whatever. One person asked if I go and lock up my Bonk with Bonk rewards and then use that to put in a vote, does that stop me from getting rewards or anything like that? No, it doesn't. You still get your rewards there. This is just another way to actually use your locked bonk in some sort of utility. Now this vote, 99.5% of people said yes, burn, and a very small amount of people said no, which is strange, but all good. It's going ahead. Also, BonkBot is burning Bonk. Not financial advice, but I just dollar cost average into Bonk. It's just going to work out, I think. This is a reminder with D-Reader. This is a short little video, basically giving you a nice video demonstration of how it works. iOS is coming soon, but this is available on Android and Saga. And for the creatives or anyone that wants to get into comics, this is what you need, D-Reader. Make sure you go and download it. Adjustrator Finance. So I'm not sure if any people have actually been jumping into the Discord to get into their closed beta. I don't foresee this becoming like as big as Drift or as big as Meteor or Orca or anything like this. But it does have proper product market fit for those people that want something that's lower risk and you can earn high yield by leveraging up with USDC and also with JLP. It has actual product market fit. I might do a quick tutorial maybe tomorrow, just showing you how to do it, but it is closed beta. So in order for you to actually get amongst it, you need to jump into Discord and get whatever access is required first. Now on to farming and Parcel specifically. I answered this question as well, but someone asked, why am I bullish on Parcel? I'm bullish on anything that incorporates decently with real-world assets with a good UI and UX. I'm unsure if the Parcel tokenomics are going to be magical and if it's going to pump. I just think the narrative is going to lean very heavily into RWAs in the next year, and I think this is something that's worth actually using. For those people that actually used it, like this person, Uncle Fada, $1,600 account, daily trade, 2.5 months of placing a trade, $9,000. That's insane. So putting the effort with your farming things, if people start fading it, if you start to notice that people are removing liquidity or there's less hype around something, then it was overfarmed and it no longer is. So as an example, if we start to see that Sanctum starts to get less and less kind of love, or if TVL starts to drop as soon as they enter season 2, that's when we would go quite hard. Now onto the Send coin or the Send coin NFTs. These minted for nothing, basically. And then after minting for nothing, they have shot up to 0.53 Sol. You can instant sell them for like 0.46 and you can buy them for 0.52. So I didn't have very many. I sold either all of them or I still have one at like 0.16. So I did it way too early. My silliness. The take home here is I wouldn't be buying any right now. That's for sure. That's just my personal preference. But the take home is very simple. Use Blinks. I'll have another video on Blinks, on all the different Blinks that you can use, but use Blinks. Use them with a burner wallet, with wallet security, and you'll be fine, in my opinion. So HOLDIUM, next bit of news. So the countdown has started. Wallet registration will end tomorrow, which is today at 11:59 p.m. UTC. So you've got less than 12 hours to actually submit your wallets. So I've been telling you for days. I didn't tell you too late, so please make sure you've done so if you're keen on this. One thing that's made me far more keen on this is clicking on this person's profile, Nigel. So if I just saw a name, Nigel, and nothing wrong with the name Nigel, sorry to say it like that, and an SMB, cool, fine. I don't know who the person is. Then if I have a look at this, this, and this, and this, I'm like, okay, don't know this, have heard of this, and I'm aware of this. And meme coin trader. There's no real like clout here. But if we click on this, and then I have no idea who this person is, but this person seems like switched on. Then I've got a lot of new followers. Then click on this, which I only just read at like 3 a.m. And then if we read through this, this person has skills to ship things, like proper skills. So joined a startup Flutter. This is all relating to like betting. And then from there, that didn't work out, but something at the same time launched, which is called Betfair. I know Betfair, it's a major betting exchange. And then they actually merged and then co-founded FanDuel, which is like a massive company with like fantasy betting or fantasy kind of outcomes. Something I'm not really familiar with in terms of using it, but I know what it is. It's worth a lot. And then from there, it's basically gone into the crypto scene, starting to get involved with NBA Top Shot, which is something I'm familiar with. And then co-founded this. I don't know what this is either. Like I know of it. It's on Drip. It's rare music. How much product market fit does it have for the masses? In my opinion, probably nothing crazy. But that's fine. Then there's BetDex Labs, which I'm now following, but I've never heard of. And there's also BetHog, which has 546 followers. I'm now following. but I haven't actually heard of it until now. My point is, this person has shipped very decently in the past, and he's part of HOLDIUM in some capacity. So I'm quite a bit more excited for whatever they're going to do. So what they basically did is they put in a pool, 50K in Solana, and then also 5% of the HOLDIUM supply for 1 million fully diluted valuation. And the pool actually went up like decently. I think if you carry from like here or even from here to here, we can do it on Bird Eye if we have time, but we won't, but you can. It's actually gone up, even though we're going to have this sell pressure from the airdrop coming. But what I'm just trying to illustrate is, I think this is going to be something decent. There's like 10,000 meme coins or stuff like that minted every day. Most of them just go up and they go down because the dev sells the major kind of portion of the coins. They make a whole lot of money. They go into the next one, just rotate through, just extracting liquidity. With this, it's not always going to go up. It's going to go up. It's going to go down. But I think it's actually properly worth it. You can't sell it. If you sell it, well, you can sell it. But if you sell it, then you miss out on your future allocation. What you can do, it may not say it here, but you can add it into the liquidity pool. So if you add it into the liquidity pool, I'll just show you that as soon as we can do it. So I'll show you that tomorrow. If you add some HOLDIUM into the liquidity pool, it's talked about down here. Sorry, I can't show you tomorrow. I can show you on the 15th. Once again, if you add it into the liquidity pool, it's not deemed selling it, but you're making some trading fees. I still need to find out some information on this because it hasn't been clear. But I'm a little bit bullish for HOLDIUM. That's the gist. Also, there's 200,000 users and only a few more wallets left to join the experience. So I imagine if this is 200,000 users, there's a lot more wallets. Like I've gone and connected like 40 wallets or something like that. Remember, use my referral link, help out the channel. Next bit of news, Hard Hat Chad has just deployed the latest build of OR v2. I called OR, but I didn't get amongst it properly because it was just really difficult. So now, Hard Hat Chad, if you can reply to my DM, it'd be good if I can actually hold my hand through a tutorial or make a tutorial, will get more people involved. And I think this is a fun experiment. If the OR price goes up, great. If it doesn't, it's an experiment and we will learn how to use CLI and stuff like that. It's not out yet though. This is currently on DevNet, so you can publicly test it on DevNet, but it's not on mainnet. Drift has introduced a new blink. So this is where you can just go and maximize your USDC. You can put it in here, like here, as an example, deposit into Drift. Of course, you could just use Lulo Finance, and it's just going to add it to Drift if Drift is outperforming everybody else. Portals has also come up with a blink. So Portals is a metaverse style thing, and I don't think it's going to be anything like Send, but I still think it's worth actually trying all these things. This is if you play the actual game, you can go and buy this key. Otherwise, you can claim a free ticket like this, connect and approve. And then the first 500 people to complete the level to claim a free Flame Breaker Suit compressed NFT. I would like to do a podcast of Seb Talks with Portals. I'll see if they're keen and they can talk us through everything that they're building. Famous Fox's NFT raffling platform now officially has links as well. It looks like this. You can see buy tickets at, how many tickets remaining, but you cannot work out, like it doesn't show you what the value of this prize is or anything like that. So I don't think this is really worth using until they add all the other information. Basically how it works is, you're going to go and spend 0.11 Sol. There's 50 tickets. Is this worth it? Is it not worth it? What if the floor price is like 2 Sol? But if all the tickets sell out, it's like 5 Sol worth of tickets or whatever. So they need to add a little bit more information, and then I think this would be cool. And other news, let the games begin. The Talent Olympics are live. Go sign up. If you've got any dev skills, just go and sign up. Actionables. Complete at least one swap in Solflare wallet. Take some profits on the Sandcoin NFTs. Not financial advice, of course. Hold some. I'm holding one. If you're holding stables, Camino's PYUSD lend. Join Discover. Stink bids as per normal. Stake your Bonk. Bonkrewards.com. Vote with your Bonk. There'll be a 1-day cooldown. Then you can withdraw your voting power. And airdrop actionables. Meme coin wallets. Really, really important. HOLDIUM.xyz. I use my referral link. D-Bridge. Get some points. Adjustrator Finance Discord. If you want to play with that, go and get some beta access. I'll show you how to do it. Stake at least 20 million Bonk with Bonk rewards. And use Grass. Maybe install a community node if you're keen on that sort of thing. That's all for today. If you liked it, like it. If you loved it, subscribe. Catch you in the next video.